Hey everybody, welcome to the last engagement tip of the semester. This is engagement tip number 15, and it's all about Twitter. So we're going to talk a little bit about Twitter and then how you can use it in the classroom. You ready? All right, if you're not familiar with Twitter, I'll give you a very basic, quick rundown. Twitter is a microblogging site where you can connect with people who teach what you teach all over the world. So the @ sign, like if you can see right here, okay, that's my username. So the @ sign goes before usernames. But the hashtag is how you can find topics. So like here under St. Louis Trends, you can see everything that's trending right now. These are topics. Now, when I first got on Twitter, I wanted to connect with other media literacy people because I was an adjunct and I didn't really feel like I knew many people on campus. So you search Twitter, you go to hashtag media literacy, and that's how I was able to connect with people who teach what I teach all over the world. Oh, look, there's something I tweeted last night. So I'm going to go to latest. It's going to give me the latest tweets that contain the tag media literacy. So when I first got on Twitter, I looked under this hashtag. I followed anybody who was tweeting about media literacy because I knew that I had something in common with them, that we shared interests. And then I followed who they followed. Okay. So you can also do a hashtag search to discover who has that hashtag in their profile. And if you notice, I'll take you to my profile to show you. I have the hashtag come up immediately because I want anyone who's searching for media literacy to find me because that's primarily what I tweet about. Okay. Now, you can have a hashtag for anything, any topic. So whatever you're teaching, there is absolutely a group of people on Twitter who are teaching the same thing you are and sharing ideas. Twitter is a 24/7 river of professional development that you can approach with either a bucket or a spoon, depending on what mood you're in. And it is overwhelming because you follow a lot of people. I never see every single tweet by somebody that I follow. I mean, I follow too many people, I'd be crazy. But I use the hashtags to search for the people who are talking about what is interesting to me and what will work in my classroom. So let me show you a couple good hashtags for higher ed. ProfChat is one of them. That's a place where professors go, okay, and chat about their teaching, their professional development, what they're learning, what they're doing. And so this is a great way to find really innovative, progressive teaching strategies for people who are on Twitter. And you know what? You don't have to follow these people. You can just steal their ideas, okay? There's so many great ideas on here. So this is ProfChat, right? So this is all about teaching, okay? It's really interesting. Then here's another search term that would work well for us, higher ed, okay? So again, now you have access to anyone who's using this hashtag in their tweets. So these are going to be tweets that are relevant to us in our field. Another good search term is academic Twitter. Yeah. And so if you notice, this one is just from 10 minutes ago. So there's a lot of conversation happening about higher ed on Twitter. It's not all about the Kardashians. Okay? There's a lot of really great conversations happening that you don't have to jump into necessarily. You can lurk, right? But you can certainly learn. Now, I actually use Twitter in my classroom for a couple of reasons. It's a great way for introverts to get involved in a discussion that maybe they wouldn't use their voices otherwise. Let me show you what I mean. Now, we use a hashtag in my media literacy class. The hashtag is MEDC1630. That's our course number. So I encourage the students to share what they notice and learn about the media outside of class on Twitter by using this hashtag. So yesterday, I said, all right, I'm going to do an engagement tip for the teachers here at Webster. Why don't you use the hashtag to say hello so I can demonstrate how the hashtag is used. So like here, this tweet that I tweeted 14 hours ago, This was something about media ownership, which was what we were talking about in class last week. So I used the tag. So I encourage the students to search under that tag so they can see what their classmates are tweeting about. But another thing this does is that it demonstrates to the students that learning happens outside the classroom. Learning doesn't have to just be inside the walls on Monday and Wednesday afternoons. And plus, they're all on Twitter. They know how to use this. So here's a student that said she noticed in this ad for markers that that was completely a digital image, that it wasn't actually used, that the markers weren't actually used. So here we've got, oh, see, Liana knows that I love Star Wars, so she's sending this one. Okay. These are all the students from my media literacy class that used the MEDC 1630 hashtag yesterday. Here's one. Professor's trying to use Twitter for the first time. All right. Now, what I've done in the past, now we used the hashtag yesterday just to be silly, but what I have done in the past is pose a question in class and then ask them to respond to the question using the hashtag. Now there's some pretty cool sites. Now, let me show you how this works. There's some pretty cool sites. This one's called Twitterfall. And if you go here, okay, sign in with Twitter. All right. Gosh, I thought I'd done this already. Now, I'm going to do MEDC 1630 hashtag search here. What Twitterfall is going to do now is show all of the tweets that include that hashtag. This is how we have class discussions in a silent room using Twitter. So I'll pose a question on Twitter with the hashtag for our class, and then they respond. I get on Twitterfall, and their answers roll in chronological order. Okay. So this is a way to use technology. This is a way to encourage them to use their phones in class for an engagement tool. They love this, and your introverts are going to come to life. So there's great reasons to embrace Twitter as a higher ed professional for the connections, for the professional development, not to mention how you can promote your own work and your own research on Twitter. But it's a great way to encourage introverts to engage in the classroom in a way that maybe they would not have otherwise. So I would encourage you this summer, if you're not on Twitter, get on, get the feel for it, find the hashtags and the people that are interested in what you're interested in, and then think of a way that you can use it creatively in the classroom. The students will love it, I promise. All right. Hey, it's been a great semester. See you guys in the fall.